different stuff.
Alright
here,
everybody,
huh?
so these are my top 10 most anticipated games of 2017. But first up I want to start off with the honourable mentions. First up being Elder Scrolls 6. Do I think this game will come out in 2017? No. But I want it to. Now look at the jump between Oblivion and Skyrim on the same console, so imagine what we're going to get from Skyrim in 2011 to Elder Scrolls 6. It'll be mind blowing. Next up we have Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red. Now if you know me from social media, you know I really like CD Projekt Red and I love The Witcher 3, and I want to see how they can tackle a cyberpunk / sci-fi setting, because this is going to be their first time where they're making a game with guns. So I'm really interested, and we need more cyberpunk / sci-fi games. So here we go. First up, at number 10, we have Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now, I understand how people can be a bit skeptical of Ubisoft games given the past track record, but when it comes to Ghost Recon Wildlands, we haven't been shown anything that's jaw-dropping. You know, the gameplay just looks really good. The graphics, they look alright, you know, but it's not like mind-blowingly realistic to the point where we have to be suspicious. So I think Ghost Recon Wildlands will actually live up to what it's meant to be. Next up, at number 9, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, I love single-player campaigns, I love Star Wars, and last year's game did not offer anything like that whatsoever. In fact, the PSP version from 2005 has more content, which is kind of sad. But I want to see just a good Star Wars campaign, because we haven't had a good Star Wars game in such a long time, and DICE and EA seem to be taking their time getting Star Wars games out. So let's hope that Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the Star Wars game we've been waiting for. At number 8 we have State of Decay 2. Now I'm not a fan of resource management by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, if I can play this new game with other people and they can just manage the resources while I'm killing zombies, 10 out of 10, day one buy. Next up, at number 7, we have Prey. Now, funny thing about Prey is that in 2015, I tweeted Bethesda saying, are we going to see more Prey 2? And Pete Hines tweeted us back saying, just let it go. So, you know, technically right, there's no Prey 2, but this game still looks really interesting. It's set on a space station, it's very Bioshock-esque. There's a really cool gameplay mechanic where you have to turn into other objects to solve puzzles. So there's a bit where you have to get into this locked room, so you turn yourself into a cup so you can roll through this small hole. Pretty cool, and the fact that enemies can do the same, which means you don't know what's what when you walk into a room. Anything could be an enemy. Next up, at number 6, we have Sea of Thieves. Now, when Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag came out, people thought that this is going to be the next thing, the next big genre, the pirate games. And the thing is, it never really happened. We had Black Flag and that was it. But Sea of Thieves was shown, and it had me pretty much interested straight away. It's this fun, quirky game set in an open world, shared world game with other people. I'm really looking forward to it, and I've heard nothing but good about the game, so hearing that this far out really has my hopes up. Next up, at number 5, we have Halo Wars 2. That's right, the sequel that we thought we would never get. Now, I love RTS games, and I loved Halo Wars, and I'm so happy this game's finally coming out, and it comes out in February, at the beginning of the year. So really looking forward to it. Blur back doing the visuals with the cutscenes. Blur do the best cutscenes. Anyway, next up, at number 4, we have Red Dead Redemption 2. Now this is the thing, I loved Red Dead Redemption, but when it comes to the sequel, I honestly can't see how a game could live up to how good the first one was. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just trying to, you know, temper my expectations because, you know, I don't want to get overhyped. Next up, at number 3, we have Scalebound. Now, I love dragons, and this game looks pretty fun. Now, the fact that you can control your dragon, you can get on your dragon, it's like a mix between DMC and an action RPG, which I really like the look of. It's going to be a Japanese RPG, action RPG, that I think a lot of people will actually get on board with, because the problem with a lot of Japanese games is that they didn't really evolve, they didn't really get with the times, but this actually looks like it's got with the times and it's going to be something fun. Next up, at number 2, we have Crackdown 3. Now, open world games are my thing. Crackdown 1 was fun, Crackdown 2, I thought it was alright, but this new game just looks insane. And it has 2 different cities. There's the city for the single player campaign where you can't blow up objects, and then there's the multiplayer campaign, or should I say city, where you can literally destroy the entire city and objects just don't disappear or fall through the game world. Everything's there. So I'm interested to see how you actually play out this new game. Finally, at number 1, that's right, you guessed it, Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, it's by the time this game comes out, if it does in fact come out in spring, it'll have been 5 years since the last one. Half a decade. This game has a lot to live up to, and a lot of Mass Effect fans have been waiting patiently for a new game. And everything I've seen from the game so far has me hyped. Now, when it comes to Mass Effect, it's just the best RPG. Was Mass Effect 3 less RPG-ish than the first 2? Yeah, but Mass Effect 2 was still a great game. The characters, the game world, the aesthetics of everything. Mass Effect Andromeda is my number 1 anticipated game, simply because Mass Effect is freaking awesome. Until next time, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. I'm out.
About fucking time.
Have a happy new year.